Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Wrestling Challenge review series for the 7th of November, 1993. We move into the latter half of 1993. Survivor Series a little bit away, not too far away, but certainly kind of running through that, as it were. And Rick and Scott Crush defeating Scott Taylor via submission, head vice maneuver in 123. As mentioned, very basic stuff there. Obviously, you're not going to get, 5-star matches out of an enhancement match, but Scott Taylor does end up becoming Scotty 2 Hottie, pretty big guy at the time in the well, not at the time, but eventually in the annals of WWF, just leaving the WWE not too terribly long ago. Obviously, Crush, Power Press Slam, the head vice, all of that stuff, and pretty basic maneuvers. And again, hype for the nature of all it is and managing to go wherever he can go. Going forward. Also, Crush, uh, now with Mr. Fuji, kind of does a duck and dodge with Scott Taylor a little bit. Taylor gets maybe a drop kick or two off, nothing to write home about. And the head vice is still the finish. Crush also adds a couple of karate style kicks to his main arsenal. We move to the next in series of matches, which is the Steiner Brothers. Steiner Brothers major tag team at the time, and probably still tag team champions, but also actually former tag team champions, facing off against Barry Horowitz and Barry Hardy, 237, Bulldog off the top rope, their main deal there. Scott Steiner gets a couple of big maneuvers, including suplexes, overhead tosses, and the like. And the wonder that is kind of the Frankensteiner and the top rope Bulldog. The Steiners still looking good again, going in against the Quebecers at the Survivor Series as part of the tag team match there. We move to Bastion Booger beating 123 Kids 701. Pretty intense match and giving Sean Waltman, aka 123 Kids, 7 minutes at the time. Probably seemed pretty extreme to most individuals watching at home, but Joe Fowler from the event center also trying to get people to come out to the Madison Square Garden Saturday night, November 27th, post the Survivor Series. Jerry Lawler talks about wanting to get his hands on Bret Hart and Doink, for that matter, once and for all. Jeff Jarrett being plugged once again in vignettes, talking about his singing acumen. The 123 Kid managing to get some drop kicks under the chin, high kicks, and basic maneuvers along the way. Kid managing to come off the ropes, duck and dodge with Booger. Booger manages to hit a forward slam, and then eventually we see 123 Kid with a somersault missed. Booger tries to go for the big splash and hits it and gets a 3 count over the 123 Kid. Finally, Bastion Booger gets I don't know, I'd say a major victory, but managing to do what he can, where he can, and, kind of dancing around doing what he can. And then we go to a Survivor Series report. Todd Pettengill here, off of the Mania show, trying to bring in some new blood, hyping the various tag team matches on Thanksgiving Eve, and back when the Survivor Series really mattered. Rick Martel still here post the attempt to win the Intercontinental Champion, still feuding with Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, around the loop at the time. Pretty basic stuff here, but Dan Duval gets beaten with the Boston Crab after Martel hits a couple of drop kicks, fires up, hits a couple of basic other maneuvers, but the Boston Crab is the victory maneuver for Mr. Martel, as it were. Martel does some prancing, dancing, and basic stuff. The King's Court, where Jerry Lawler interviews himself about the discord he has with the Hart family, about various other things. Of course, at this point, though, Jerry Lawler disappears within the next few weeks for a while. Child endangerment and I believe sexual impropriety case against Lawler. Anyway, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, and Barry Horowitz, or I'm sorry, Mike Sharp, in the ring, go behinds here, punch, kick, inverted neck snap, and Hennig managing to get the perfect flex on his man. Then we see the tag team champions hyping their match with Men on a Mission at the Garden in at the end of November, and that will close this particular program. We'll be back with more right after this.